you find yourself at the end of another week, month, or year that you gave it your all but still couldn't achieve your goals, then this video is for you. Today we're going to talk about the common mistakes preventing you from becoming the person you want to be and achieving what you want to achieve, some of which I can almost guarantee you've never heard before because they were incredibly surprising to me when I first learned about them. This video is part of a 3-part series, so if you're interested in how you can get clear on your goals and pick the right goals, or some tools for you to actually be able to achieve your goals, I will link the other videos in the series down below. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cadence and I'm so happy to have you. On this channel, I share and test evidence-based health and fitness tools so that we can reach our health goals together. The first reason you may not be reaching your goals is because you tell other people about your goals, and this was insanely surprising to me. A lot of people will tell you to tell your friends, family, coworkers, and even the person checking out for you at the grocery store about your goals. But doing that can actually have a really negative effect on the probability that you will achieve those goals, and here's the reason why. There's a difference between true accountability, which is a good recommendation, and unwarranted hype. I hope that you have people in your life who will support you and hype you up when you tell them that you're going for a new goal. For example, when you tell people that you're training to run a marathon, most people would respond with, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing, that's so exciting, I'm so happy for you, congratulations, like I'm so proud of you, like good for you, that's awesome." That will give us, and this is a scientific term, warm fuzzies. Warm fuzzies make us feel good enough about our goals that we don't feel like we have to actually pursue them, and we don't have to go get the actual work done. Now, I have taken this knowledge to the absolute extreme because unless they somehow discovered it on their own, I haven't even told my friends or family about this YouTube channel that I have, which is wild. But anyway, if you want a true accountability partner who will check in on you and bug you to get things done, that can be helpful, but those people can be kind of hard to find. Make sure to block out any undeserved hype when you haven't actually done anything good yet. The next reason is that your goals may be too hard or too easy. Lucky for us, this topic has been researched heavily. We now know that our goals need to be moderate. If the goal is too easily within reach, it won't recruit enough of our autonomic nervous system to make the pursuit of that goal likely. And when a goal feels impossible to us, our brains can see through the BS. Like, I could set a goal that next year I make $100 million, and of course, that is physically feasible. There are many people out there in the world earning that much, but I know, for me, that is almost impossible. So that idea doesn't really excite me because it doesn't feel reasonably within my reach. A lot of people suggest picking easy goals to gain momentum or get the ball rolling, but the evidence shows us that that can actually be a vicious cycle. I know personally that when I pick a goal that's easy and I don't do it, I feel so much shame and guilt for not being able to do it because it was such an easy goal. When really what might be happening behind the scenes is that it was so easy that it didn't kick any of my systems into gear and I just didn't care enough about it. If you've ever felt that way before, no, it is not your fault. Well, it's your brain's fault, so I guess technically that is your fault. Instead, we should try to make our goals inspirational and maybe within our range. Maybe something we can do, maybe something we can't do. We know we'd have to work really, really hard at it, but we think it's possible. Selection of goals in that range can double the probability that we'll engage in the activities necessary to actually reach that goal, which is so incredible and so exciting. The next thing is that you may be getting stuck in the middle. If you're in the productivity world, you've probably heard of the middle problem. We are most motivated at the beginning and the end of pursuit of something, but a lot of people, myself included, tend to feel really unmotivated in the middle of a goal cycle. The easiest way to overcome this is to first of all know that it's a thing so you can recognize when it's happening and when it's coming, and try to create smaller milestones or little finish lines along the way. It's really important to check in on our goals and check in on these little milestones at a set interval, and when we are doing a good job, reward ourselves, whether that's with a physical reward, something you enjoy doing or eating or whatever, or even just a cognitive reward, like checking a box on your calendar, knowing that you completed everything you needed to do for the week, or telling yourself, "I'm doing the right thing, I'm doing a good job, go me." This check-in and positive affirmation actually re-ups our dopamine, which can help us with motivation to continue pursuing our goal. So you may have too many goals, and I have definitely been guilty of this in the past. Evidence shows that it's really ideal for us to pursue anywhere between 1 and 3 goals per year, major goals per year, because pursuing too many goals at once can actually be counterproductive and decrease our likelihood of achieving any of them. As someone who's really into self-development and loves goal setting, is obsessed with New Year's, this idea makes me really sad. So one thing I like to remind myself of is that you can always come back to other goals you have later once you've gotten your top priority goals under control. The next thing is that maybe you don't care enough about your goals. It's really easy to be influenced by social media and what other people are doing to think there's something you should want or you should do. Instead, I like to really think about a goal that excites or inspires me and try to tune out as much as possible its really hard, but tune out the noise. What version of yourself would you be thrilled to see a year from now? Is that person someone who's really strong or really fast, or can run a marathon, or who eats a diet of mostly whole foods, or who journals and meditates every day, or who has a great relationship with their family or their boyfriend, or who's getting straight A's in school or got a promotion? Our subjective understanding of why we're doing something impacts outcomes, even if the action we're doing is the same in both cases. And let me explain this with an example. Being forced to do something can negatively impact our outcomes from that action, even if we would enjoy that thing normally. I'll highlight one study with rats where they had half of the rats choose when to run on a hamster wheel and half of them were forced to run at certain times and intervals. The ones that were forced to run had worse health measures, and the ones that chose when to run had improved health measures, even though they were doing the same amount of running overall. What we can learn from Remy the rat and his friends is that it's essential to pick a good reason why, and remembering that we don't have to do anything, but we get to do things. I found that this gives me so much power to change my perspective on the things that I'm doing day to day. And really, you can apply this tool to anything in your life. Like, for example, rather than thinking, oh, I have to go to work today, you can think, I get to go to work today to earn money, to take care of my family, myself, to travel, to do things I care about, etc. You don't have to go to the gym. You get to go to the gym and become the fittest and healthiest version of yourself, improve your longevity, and improve how you feel. You don't have to eat healthy. You get to fuel your body with foods that make you feel amazing and will help you to reach a certain physique goal. And lastly, your goals might be too vague. Guys, we are not setting goals this year like get fit. What does that even mean? That's a good overarching goal, but we need to have a set of specific, actionable sub goals, because without specificity, we have nothing, people. This has been studied, and when we have a specific action plan and know exactly what we need to do, our likelihood of reaching our goals increases by a ton. Here's an example of a vague goal. I'm going to get healthy. What we need to do with that goal is break it down into the specific action steps we need to do every day, every week, every month to get there. So for example, maybe you want to have 100 grams of protein a day, take a daily walk of 15 minutes or more, get in 3 to 5 gym workouts per week, and drinking 80 ounces of water. Now that is an action plan that we can get behind. If you have any other tips that have been helpful for you, please leave a comment down below and let me know. If you're watching this in real time, I'm in the middle of a 12 days of fitness holiday series where I'm doing 12 long videos and 25 short videos in the month of December, focused on all aspects of health and fitness. So I'd love to have you come tag along. If you found this video helpful, the best way to support my channel is give this video a like and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. And I will see you very soon.